Don't tackle depression on your own. Reaching out for a hand shows agency, that you are taking control of your health, that you are responsible for your own health. My name is John Ogrodniczuk, and I'm a professor of psychiatry at the University of British Columbia. And I'm also the director of the UBC Psychotherapy Program. I think there's a few things to consider when we think about what needs to change so men can be more open about their mental health struggles. The more we support people's efforts to look after themselves, the easier it becomes to look after yourself. And when we think about mental health support, it really is no different than, say, going to physiotherapy to rehab a knee after an injury. If we think about depression as a psychological injury, you don't try to tackle it on your own. It's really too beastly to do. It's too tough, and you shouldn't. There's a lot of people out there that have a lot of expertise, and it honestly is the best thing that you can do. I think there's a few things that inspired the development of HeadsUpGuys. We noticed that there were huge gaps. We just weren't quite hitting the mark of where we needed to be to really support men and their journey to recovery from things like depression and suicidality and anxiety. So we needed to think differently about how to connect and support and serve men. And one of those ways that we thought might offer some potential is meeting guys in the e-space, if you will. A lot of us will go to Dr. Google and type in symptoms when we're feeling ill in some way or another, trying to sort ourselves out before potentially connecting with other sources of help. So we thought, why not be there? Be there for guys, show them that we're here to support them as men. We've had more than 4 million people come to the site, and at present 75,000 people a month visit the site. And what this is showing us is that we're indeed serving a need. People were coming to the site, they were engaging, they were learning a lot about depression, suicidality, they're learning about themselves and what they can do. And one of the things that we really promote is reaching out for professional help. So that's why we created the therapist directory. And we now have more than 700 therapists across several countries that are now listed in the therapist directory. And this is the world's first therapist directory dedicated to men. We've had more than 10,000 connections between our visitors and therapists on the directory. And it's so warming to know that guys are out there taking the steps, making action toward bettering their own health. Don't tackle depression on your own. It's a really tough illness. It affects every element of your life. Think about not fixing a broken self, but becoming your best version for your partnership, for your children, at work, in your different social roles. Maybe you're a soccer coach, hockey coach, so you can be all in and be there for the important people in your life. And most importantly, be there for yourself so you can get the most out of life. Some of the things that really stand out to me that's helped us is thinking about the practical endpoints of what we're doing. Not just being academics and say, what are some interesting questions that could get published, but really thinking about what matters, truly trying to understand where men are at when they're struggling, but also understand what's going to help them.